at the end of the day, truly, truly, do I think that she maliciously ran away and said, I'm going to make a plan to blow up her spot and to really with her cancer? I don't think so. And so that's what I have to hold on to for hope with our friendship. And so you'll see from part 3 how we try to resolve that, what she does, and say to me about that situation. So we get into more of the details of it, and you'll have to see how we try to potentially come to a resolution at the reunion.
So it seems like there maybe is hope to repair the friendship on your end. You seem like in a pretty like even keeled place.
I just can't hold negativity in me anymore. So I'm not saying that everything's perfect. I'm not saying that we made up at the reunion at all. You have to watch to see that. I'm just saying that right now, today, I have to compartmentalize that situation because it's so far behind me and I'm healthy. So the way I preach to Lisa, I got to preach to myself. I'm healthy, I'm alive, so I got to make it count and not hold my calendar and dates and times and hold it for the next, battle. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover, okay? I plan parties for a living. This is what I do. I celebrate life, and I want to continue to do so.
Do you know who was kind of exposed at the reunion? Was Marcus backstage talking about y'all can't even do the dishes at their house. That was, it was not nice, but I'm still trying to like understand what he was trying to say. What is your interpretation of his insult? What was your reaction when you heard it?
If the benchmark for us to even step into his house is to do the dishes, that says a lot, for example, right? So it's kind of like you're not good enough to even do the dishes. So listen, my mother was a nurse. My father drove taxis. I am proud of the blue collar, Russ was a firefighter. Kudos to the people who work hard every single day and work for their money. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, you know what? He's a lucky person that he had a nice lifestyle from, birth. And some people didn't. I didn't. I worked my ass off since I was 13 years old. And I am proud sitting in my seat and earning my spot as a Real Housewives of Miami. And all the coins that I made is on my back. So that's all I have to say about that.
Julia was telling me that after she saw that moment, it really made her think and feel differently about Marcus. Has your opinion changed about him? Because he was so like nice and gregarious and pleasant with the women throughout the season. And then so to see him kind of flip a switch in a sense, very jarring as a viewer.
Yeah, well, listen, people say things that they may not mean when they're heated. People may say some things that they don't mean when they're a little tipsy. So, backstage, obviously, they're chilling, they're hanging out, they were drinking Larsa's, what is it? Tequila. So, maybe he was just like a little loose and just had a loose lip moment. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, which I ask people to give me just in case, I'm reading it wrong. But it was not a nice thing to say, obviously. And I think an apology would be in order in the future.
Yeah. Now I do need to get your reaction to their brief breakup. That really gave the whole Bravo community whiplash. They weren't together, then they were back together, then she's wearing a white dress and flashing a ring for the paparazzi. It was a lot to process.
Yes.
Any more thoughts on the saga that played out?
I don't know, my friend. I was actually doing a post for Pfizer on breast cancer awareness during Super Bowl, during that halftime show. So I was busy on my social media doing my paid brand partnership, honey. Coins.
And that's that on that. Do you think, though, that they have what it takes to last? Speaking from someone who has been with their high school sweetheart, like literally 30, you know what I mean? Like you know what it takes.
Yes, I mean, listen, it's a hard out here for a pimp. It looks like, right? So that's what they say. I feel bad for people who are now dating in this world with Instagram and everyone's trying to be, like all over the place. I'm so thankful for Russell, who hates social media. Thank you, and just humble and just so low key and simple. We're simple people. That's the way I like it. And you know what? It's gonna take a lot to keep that same level of intimacy of commitment for 30 years, and Larsa knows what it takes because she was married for a long time. So I think that she has the experience to help him out in creating this balanced relationship, hopefully. So yeah, best of luck to them.